So let me ask you a question. And be honest with yourself before you're honest with me. When is the last time you told a lie? It turns out that deception comes in many forms, but it is not all necessarily lies. For example, when you look at a painting and it's made in a 2D type of frame or a canvas, it looks like it's 3D, but it's actually two-dimensional. That is a deception where the artist created an illusion of something that is 3D when it's actually 2D. When women wear makeup and cosmetics, it gives the illusion that they are younger or better looking, and that is not representative of reality. But at the same time, they don't have the moral obligation to explain to people every time someone looks at their faces that, hey, by the way, this is not exactly how I look like every other day. I'm just putting on makeup right now. So it's like a passable deception, but not exactly a lie. But think about this. When you pretend that you didn't see your friend as you're walking by the street because you're busy and you wanted to escape the conversation, that too is a deception. Where is the line? When does something actually become a moral lie that is wrong, an ethical lie? Immanuel Kant, the philosopher, thought, and this is called Kant's axe, by the way, if you are in your house and someone who's carrying an axe knocks the door, you open the door and he's there, a sinister looking guy who's carrying an axe, and he asks you, where is your best friend? And your best friend happens to be inside your house. If you tell that person, I don't know, to Immanuel Kant, that is a lie. Now, Kant was an intelligent guy, so I'm going to pay him the compliment of assuming that he didn't mean you're supposed to be ethical and tell the truth, even if it means you have to set your friend up so that he could get killed. What he's trying to demonstrate is that the situation doesn't change the fact that what you said is a lie. That is not true. So a lie is a lie regardless of the situation and motivation to Immanuel Kant. Now, why would you be anal about this? Why would you analyze this a lot? I mean, it's a simple lie. Your friend, who you saw as you're running by or passing by and you got busy and so you avoided the conversation, he will understand. It's okay, right? So why are we talking about this? Well, let us examine these white lies a little bit closer, if you will. In the book Lying, Sam Harris mentions a really interesting, funny story, actually. There is this lady who's living in a hotel with her child, and she wants to go to a friend. She didn't have time for shopping to buy a gift for her friend. But she noticed that in that particular hotel, the soap bottle and the shampoo they look really nice, unusually nicer than the other hotels. So she took them, she put them in a nice bag, and she presented it to her friend as a gift. Entered the conversation. Her friend was like, hey, I really love this. Thank you so much for the gifts. I like it. She's expressing that she likes the gift. And then she asked her, where did you get it from? Where did you buy it from? And of course, the nice lady who decided to bring her friend a gift said, well, I just picked it up from the store. But then the child who's sitting there innocently said, no, Mom, you took them from the bathroom. Do you remember? We were in a hotel. You took us from the bathroom. Now, this is funny. It is a humorous story, but it actually speaks something that we need to observe. If that person went without a gift, none of this would have happened. She didn't have to give her a gift. She insisted, she lied to herself, she had to lie to that person, and she got exposed in this awkward situation. So think about this. Imagine you receive a really bad gift, a terrible gift, like a t-shirt or a watch. So the person stands there and he tells you, what do you think about it? And you say, I love it. And of course you don't, because it's an awful gift. What you have just now done is you put on yourself and on your shoulder the burden of his expectation to see you wearing it. Now he expects to see you wearing that t-shirt at some point. We said you love it. He's going to expect to see you love it. And not only that, you're gonna keep pretending and keep lying for the rest of your life, for as long as you know that person, that you actually like this gift. Now, it is a difficult situation, I understand that. It is difficult to receive a bad gift and tell the person, I actually don't like it. But surely there must be a way, right? My belief is that those little small white lies, if you keep saying them, you're going to lose your integrity. It's gonna become a habit and it's gonna flow off your tongue so effortlessly. This is one situation with one person only, the person that gave you the gift. Imagine you had one white lie for each person that you know. Now you have to pretend with all of them, and before you know it, you are not yourself anymore. So maybe the truth is something that is beneficial at all times. If you say something that is a white lie and you get away with it, that is fine. But if you tell your friend, I am busy, and then he sees you with other friends outside, he never said anything about you being busy, but because you lied to him and you're not interested to go out with them, now, from this moment on, forever, you have destroyed the trust between you and that friend. You could have just said, I'm actually not interested on going out. I wouldn't like to arrange with you. I don't like this restaurant. I don't like this place. I apologize. I am not going out today. I have other plans. If you said that, you didn't have to destroy that trust between you and that friend. You didn't have to lose integrity. The lie was uncalled for, even though it was white. And it gets worse, because how many times have you heard the story of someone going to the hospital and gets a diagnosis, and then he goes home to his family, and they ask him, so how was it, did they tell you anything? And he say, yeah, I'm fine. And he hides the fact that he's actually diagnosed with something, right? How many times have you heard that? And then, those people, they think their parent or whoever is fine, and without expectation, they don't get any chance to say goodbye to them. They don't get any chance to expect anything or even to help them, to manage their situation. They pass away and they lose them. And it's more traumatic. So, surely the truth is ugly, but it's also beautiful. I'm not saying that any of this is easy. Of course, it's easier said than done, but I just want to point out that white lies, when caught, they're really not worth it. And maybe the truth is something that needs to be said at all times, and that lying in all its forms can be damaging and terrible. Your decision to commit to telling the truth about everything with yourself and with others from now on is something that I will leave up to you. But what I want is to shed light on this situation so that you can kind of get this perspective and think about how much deception is going on in the name of a white lie. How much damage and how much harm actually happens in the name of a white lie. Of course, none of this means you should be naive. So for example, if somebody asks you, how much money do you have in your bank account? It doesn't mean you should actually give them the right answer. You're allowed to say, well, I prefer not answering that question. This is a perfectly reasonable response. You're allowed to reject questions. And rejecting questions is more integrable than having to lie to the person asking that question. So the choice is yours, man. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think about this? What do you think about this perspective? I'd like to know. And I'll close with words from Carl Sagan. Better a harsh truth than a reassuring fable. I'm finished.